Welcome back to the box office, guys. We have an interesting development. The Zone just bought the rights to stream the Chavez Jr. fight that's happening this weekend, and that's where we're coming from, the Grand Hotel in Tijuana, Baja California. Um, so let's take a little dive. The only reason I wanted to make this quick video was because I was researching. What do they have going for Chavez Jr. and Mario Cazares? I know Chavez's last fight was against Daniel Jacobs. I actually made some cash on that one, betting that the fight would not go the distance, that Daniel Jacobs would stop Chavez Jr. And sure enough, the fight was stopped, and I was able to cash in some decent amount of winnings. So with that in mind, I'm looking at his next fight, and there is an obvious step down in the level of his competition. Mario Cazares is an undefeated fighter, but keep in mind, all his fights have been in Mexico. You take a little bit of a peek in, who he really is. He's 11-0. All right, he is 11-0. We can give him that. Five knockouts. With that in mind, only five knockouts coming out by the way of. Only five fights coming by the way of knockout. Considering they have all been in Mexico, is a little bit concerning. Considering he had a majority decision against a guy that was six wins, seven losses, and three draws. He also had a majority decision against a guy who was his second fight and was 0-1. Split decision against a guy that was a debuter, and his first fight was against someone that was 0-10 with one draw. So as you can see, this guy is all fluff. You could call him the Mexico champ if you want, the Tijuana champion. But at the end of the day, you have to cross over. You have to step up in competition. Him fighting nothing but tomato cans and cab drivers won't help him here. Chavez Jr. has at least been in there with the likes of Canelo, Daniel Jacobs, his last fight. Although he has not had the success in getting the wins, there's just too much. It's like playing double A, single A in the major leagues here. There's no comparison. It's like NBA in high school, maybe even worse at this level, because he was in there with the Canelo, who is the cream of the crop here. But what I did want us to look at and dive into just briefly was that Chavez Jr. to win is a 1-5. To me, there is no way Chavez Jr. loses this fight. It's something that if you want maybe some gas money, you can go ahead and place your wager there, because if Chavez Jr. loses, and if he loses a decision specifically, someone's disappearing in Mexico that night. I just don't see Mario Cazares winning this fight. He is a 3-1, and mind you, I did some digging for these odds. The odds aren't up in Bovada, Five Dimes, in any of the major online wagering sportsbooks. So I would sit on it, keep an eye out. Maybe Bovada does pop them up on Thursday. The fight is this Friday, so I'm hoping they do pop up so we can make some cash. If the odds are really 1-5, I would say if they allow a prop bet, maybe we can find something along the lines of Chavez winning by stoppage, knockout, and we can go from there to see if we can make some real money on this fight. But for now, Chavez Jr. to win 1-5, despite it being so bad of a matchup. I see that being closer, like to 1-10, if that. But I am gonna, play my odds and take that Chavez 1-5. Of course I am. Of course I am. It'd be silly of me not to. You can actually even parlay that with another bet if you'd like. Maybe parlay it with the Charlos, something with the weekend if you are interested in that. Go ahead and comment down below. Remember, like and subscribe. Chavez Jr. should win. He should actually knock the guy out. So it's showing 1-5 as a money line bet. I'm actually curious to see what the prop bet would be for him winning by knockout. If it's anything 2.5, 3.0, even 1-4, that's still a win in itself, and that is more cash that you'd be winning, more of a winning. But I just wanted to give that brief update. Chavez Jr. versus Mario Cazares. Cazares has, fluff. Let's just call it what it is. He's fighting a bunch of bums in his hometown in Mexico, doing the Mexico tour and being the Mexico champion. Chavez Jr., more experience. I'm not saying that he can compete at the highest of the high, but the extent that Mario Cazares is such fluff that he's fought winless fighters, to me shows that he's in there for just a nice little showing. Get knocked out. Let's move on to Chavez. See if we can build him up, get him another fight. You know, he has a little mouth on him. You know, he can be promoted correctly. His last name carries a lot of weight. And then his dad is actually fighting Arce in this one too. No odds for that, not surprisingly. But Chavez Jr., that is a fight to look out after. See if you can find it online. If you guys find it online, if you guys find any website with it, sportsbook, bookmaker, sports bet, Five Dimes, William Hill, Bovada, let me know. I'm trying to get into this action because it just seems unrealistic. Chavez Jr. 1-5. He should actually get the guy out. But I wanted to update you guys, let you guys know that that is a thing. That fight is going on, and Chavez should be able to win someone some money somewhere. The box office. Take care, guys. Brief update on this Chavez fight, and I hope to see you soon. We'll be talking Charlo, Leo Santa Cruz, Danny Garcia. We'll be talking underdogs. Which underdog is the one to win? But for now, for those of you who wanted to fast forward to what I wanted to say, take Chavez to win by knockout if the odds allow it, if they ever do pop up. And remember, like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below if you guys do find it. Give me a heads up. Maybe I don't catch it. Maybe you guys catch it before me. Let's work together as a team. Take care, guys. Peace out.